On a quiet evening in Lake Charles, Louisiana, October 14, 1993, 34-year-old Nelda Louise Hardwick tucked her 4 children into bed after bathing them. She left a note for her sleeping boyfriend, a simple message that would become the last trace of her. "Going to the store. Be back soon." But Nelda never returned. The next morning, her boyfriend reported her missing. Nelda was a devoted mother, the kind who would never abandon her children. She had taken almost nothing with her, and her disappearance pointed to something sinister. The police assumed foul play, but the investigation quickly hit a wall. There were no suspects, no clues, and no leads. Nelda Hardwick had vanished into thin air. For 5 years, her case grew cold. Then, on May the 8th, 1998, a truck driver made a grim discovery near Exit 2, mile marker 4, of the I-10 interstate highway in Hancock County, Mississippi, 250 miles from where Nelda had disappeared. The body of a woman lay on the side of the road, her life ended by a hit-and-run driver. The case took a strange turn when a group of teenagers came forward. They admitted to hitting something that night but assumed it was a deer and didn't stop. Only after hearing about the discovery on the news did they realize what they had done. The woman became known as Jane Doe. She was estimated to be between 37 and 42 years old, with no teeth and no dentures nearby. She stood between 5'3" and 5'5", weighed 135 pounds, and had grey eyes. Her naturally brown hair had been dyed. The autopsy revealed horrific injuries: a fractured spine, a lacerated liver, 21 broken ribs, and multiple deep abrasions. She had died instantly or within minutes of being struck. For years, Jane Doe remained unidentified, a mystery buried in an unmarked grave. Then in 2013, a breakthrough seemed to come. Jim Falk, the coroner who had autopsied the woman, announced he believed she was Nelda Hardwick. He cited a 1 in 1,000 chance that the body belonged to anyone else. Nelda's family examined photos of the Jane Doe's face and agreed it was her. Coroner Falk proposed a chilling theory. Nelda had been held captive for years, managed to escape, and was tragically killed by a passing car shortly after her freedom. But there were inconsistencies. Nelda had scars below each knee and had never had an appendectomy. The Jane Doe had no scars below her knees, and her appendix had been removed. Was this really Nelda? Another twist emerged. Some believed the Jane Doe might be Faye Alina Self, a woman who had vanished from Red River Parish, Louisiana, in 1983. But in 2006, a serial killer named Robert Brown, who had lived in Self's apartment building, confessed to murdering her and dumping her body in a river. Despite this, investigators seemed to revisit the possibility of the Jane Doe being Faye Self between 2006 and 2013, though the reasons for this shift remain unclear. To solve the mystery once and for all, authorities decided to exhume Jane Doe's body for DNA testing. But when the grave was opened, they made a shocking discovery. The body of a man lay buried there, not Jane Doe. Her remains had vanished just as completely as Nelda Hardwick and Faye Alina Self. Today, the fate of Nelda Hardwick remains a haunting mystery. The Jane Doe, once thought to be the key to solving the case, has disappeared again, leaving more questions than answers. Nelda's family, and the families of other missing women like Faye Self, are left with no closure, only the lingering hope that one day the truth will come to light. The story of Nelda Hardwick is a chilling reminder of how easily someone can vanish and how hard it can be to bring them home.